Officials of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and staff members of the Federal Inland Revenue Service faced off on Monday over the sealing up of the agency's property. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, US President Donald Trump called his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin crazy on Sunday after Moscow launched a deadly barrage of drones against Ukraine, even as the warring countries completed a large-scale prisoner exchange. At least 13 people were killed when Russia launched a record number of drones against Ukraine overnight Sunday. At number 9, Yobe Amusan stormed to victory in the women's 100 meters hurdles at the Diamond League meet in Rabat, Morocco, delivering a commanding performance that signaled a strong return to form. The 28-year-old Nigerian star clocked a season-best 12.24 seconds, smashing the previous meet record of 12.51 seconds set by Brianna McNeil. The win not only handed Amusan the first major triumph of 2025 season, but also reasserted her position among the world's elite hurdlers. At number 8, the Federal Road Safety Corps on Monday confirmed that no fewer than 19 persons died and 8 others were injured in an auto crash which occurred on Sunday along the Lokoja-Obajana Road. The State Sector Commander of the Corps, Mr. Kumar Tukwam, confirmed this to newsmen in Lokoja, the state capital. Tukwam said that some of the survivors sustained bruises, cuts, dislocations, fractures, and fire burns. At number 7, the government of Turkey has unveiled plans to boost the bilateral trade volume with Nigeria from the current $1 billion to $5 billion as part of the broader strategy to strengthen economic relations across Africa. Turkish Deputy Ambassador to Nigeria, Elif Dudu, disclosed the plan during a recent engagement, lamenting that the existing trade volume does not reflect the vast potential between the two nations. At number 6, over 30 persons have been killed and many others injured following an attack by suspected herders on a farming community in Munga Lelo of Karim Lamido local government area of Taraba state. The incidents followed a mutual suspicion between farmers and herders as to the whereabouts of their cattle. This led to the attack of counterattacks by neighbors who have lived for decades as one entity. At number 5, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has withdrawn a bill that aimed to make voting mandatory for all eligible Nigerians. The bill, which has co-sponsored with Daniel Asama Ago, was meant to change the Electoral Act 2022 to encourage more people to vote and strengthen democracy. In a statement on Monday, his media aide, Musa Krishi, said the decision to pull the bill came after speaking with many people and groups across the country. At number 4, the police command in Lagos State says it has rescued 2 persons who were kidnapped on Thursday at Ijede Creek site in the Ikorodu area of the state. The command spokesperson, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, made this known in a statement on Monday in Lagos. The spokesperson reaffirmed the command's commitment to ensuring the safety and security of all residents of the state. At number 3, the Yobe State Police Command, in collaboration with vigilantes, have successfully dislodged a kidnapping den as well as rescued 2 abducted victims and recovered an AK-47 rifle in Buniyadi, the headquarters of Gujba local government area of the state. According to the spokesman of the command, Dungus Abu Karim, the success occurred following a distress call from an eyewitness in Buniyadi, in which the police identified the den of the criminals' elements and, with the support of community members, stormed the location after a gun duel. And at number 2, the Katina State Police Command has arrested a 25-year-old housewife, Rabia Labaran, suspected of the murder of her co-wife, Zainab Lawal, 30, following a violent domestic altercation in Daura Town, Katsina North. The tragic incident occurred in the late hours of May 24, 2025 behind Dadi Primary School in the Sabongari area of Daura Town, when a domestic dispute between the co-wives was suspected to have escalated into a fatal confrontation. And at number 1, Officials of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and staff members of the Federal Inland Revenue Service faced off on Monday over the sealing up of the agency's property. According to the FCTAs, the Director of Lands, Chijoke Nwankoweze, the building which the FRIS occupied is part of the properties whose land titles have been revoked by the administration. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.